the Hamilton City Council Emerging Scientist Award.
I came to LIC from a computer science background. I studied at Waikato University and did a Bachelor of Computing Mathematical Sciences. Then I stayed on and did a PhD in typist recognition, which is identifying people by the way that they type. So LIC saw a lot of value in that and hired me in as a scientist and put me to work on a few different projects, one of which was this Easy Heat project, which is about detecting animals on heat at the correct time and drafting them off for the farmer to actually inseminate the animals. The project started in 2009. It wasn't going quite as well as we'd liked, but we did have some photographs that were quite usable. I analysed those photographs and said, I think I can apply some algorithms to these that will make it work a little bit better. But I also think we need to change some of the hardware around. So what we do is we put a heat patch on the backs of the animals just above their tail. The animals will go through a period where they'll stand to be ridden, which is just before we want to inseminate the animals. There are other technologies around, such as pedometers, which will detect before that period, but the heat patch itself will detect the actual riding behaviour of when another animal has ridden this particular one that we're after. So what happens with the patches is that they will change from a nice white patch through to, once it's got 3 seconds of pressure, which is about the amount of time that the animal will be ridden, that you'll start to get some dye coming through until the whole patch turns red. So the idea of the camera system is that it's detecting that the red of the patch, or if the animal has been ridden so hard that the patch has fallen off and it's not there at all, it will detect that and take a photograph of the animal, assign that status to it, and make sure that the drafting gate, which moves the animal into a different pen after milking, will put the animal in the correct place, so the farmer just has to come by at the end of the milking and inseminate all the animals. It's very important to get the animals detected on heat, because if we miss an animal the first time round, it's about $200 in lost milk, depending on the payout for the year. And if we miss it the second time round, then chances are that animal won't be pregnant, it won't be milked this year, and probably won't stay in the herd. With the camera system, we can guarantee that as long as it can see the patch, that it will get the correct assessment of the patch and the animal will end up in the right place afterwards.